We're out here spraying Harrisia today. Don't spray directly downwind because it creates a vacuum and you will get spray swirl back in your face. And what I'm trying to do here is get a saturation of the plant. It's really handy to use dye because you can see where you've been, see what you've missed. The best conditions to control Harrisia, to spray it, usually autumn, but anytime the plant is growing actively. When Harrisia is too stressed to spray, it can turn a different colour. It can be from frosts or a dry spell. It'll go a reddish brown type of colour, and it actually can shrivel. If I was controlling Harrisia on my property, I'd take out the lighter infestations first, then work my way back to the heavier infestations.
By bringing contractors in and just going over the same areas, we find we're getting a hell of a lot better control. The bigger they are, the harder they are obviously to control, and like I said, when you're spraying you've only got to miss a little bit, and all of a sudden it'll come back again. So that's why we continually going over the same area first up before we concentrate on a new area.
I have a spray pack on the back of a quad, which I sometimes put in the back of a ute, and I use a chemical or a combination of chemicals that allows me to do boxthorn, tree pear and Harrisia cactus in the one pass. No matter how many times you go through the paddock, there's going to be fresh growth. I'm even considering running sheep again because I've got neighbours on two sides that run sheep, and the Harrisia grows in my place right up to their fence and not on their place.
Well, initially we tried the mealybug, and in this part of the world it's a waste of time and effort. The mealybug is very good in northern climates where there's not as many frosts and not as much cold winter.
As far as chemical control goes, your best option is to talk to your local weeds officer or agronomist, and they'll give you recommendations. If you mix your chemical too strong, you run a good chance of burning the plant off on top, and the chemical may not translocate right through the roots.
It's really important that Harrisia cactus is controlled in a coordinated approach. The main vectors that spread Harrisia is foxes and birds, and so if you've got a Harrisia plant here being spread by birds, it will drop seeds within a 15-kilometre radius. So the more people that are involved in a neighbouring area, the better chance we've got of controlling it.
Working with the neighbours was one of the major factors in trying to control Harrisia. Where we've started when working with the neighbour that's been spraying it as well, we get really effective control because we can keep it out.
Harrisia is a difficult plant to eradicate. If it's a light infestation, it could be done in 3 or 4 passes. If it's a heavy infestation, it could take years.